Welcome to another video tutorial, guys, and today I'm gonna be breaking down. I made this beat for FirstKlaz. The song goes by Akube. So yeah, let's dive into it. So this beat, basically, what inspired this beat, the inspiration behind this beat is, I don't know, do you know, if you know all this aboki, like all these malams that usually, all the shoemakers that usually repair shoes and like fix shoes, like they usually have this, I don't know what to call it, this basket that usually makes this kind of, I don't know if you can relate to it, but that was the inspiration behind this beat. I wanted something just like that, and that was the way I visioned it. And this loop gave me exactly what I needed, and this is the loop. I got it from this pack I got. Let me try to look for it. This Maestro Gnawa Universe, that's where I got the pack from. And initially this was what it was sounding like. So I just chopped it and made it to sound like this. Yes, so that was the main drive of the song. Then every other thing I added to this track was kind of like an addition. Like, I'm not trying to overshadow that. I want the bounce, but I still want to infuse other elements. Like later on in the video, you see where I infuse like a dubstep and a kind of rave kind of fusion into it. But that will be later on in the video. But for now, I'm just going to be showing the percussions I added. So this was the next element in the beat. Just an hi-hat to just give it drive together. Nothing much yet. So with that, I moved to this. After I was satisfied with that, I moved to this. The next element was this. You can see everything I'm adding now is to elevate the bounce. So together with the main loop, this is what it sounds like. So with that, I was already getting my groove. Then I moved to this next element. Then I noticed, to me, I felt like the bounce wasn't doing justice for me, and I needed to lift up the, how do I put it, the movement. So I added like this kind of stuff to give it bounce. This is what it sounds like. Together. So together. It's already giving it some kind of groove, some kind of bounce, even without the main loop. And this is to support it. So together, this is what it sounds like. Without. With. Then this is with. that one on the other hand. Then what was this? I added one more element. What's this? Okay. Also a supporting element. That's also a supporting element. So together, this is what it sounds like. So now, let's move to the melodic part of the instrumental. Obviously, I stumbled upon this melody, even like on the same pack that I got the main loop from, and I just chopped it. So this is what it sounds like. So together, this is what it sounds like. So moving to that, like I always say in every of my instrumentals, I like to have atmospheric instruments. That is, instruments that just cover up space so that the beat doesn't sound empty. It's more like pads, arpeggios, stuff like that, but just low. And this is an example of that. This sound came from Serum. I use a lot of Serum on this project, I'm not even gonna lie. This on Bell new fave sound, that's the preset. So this is what it sounds like. Without. Then with. Just cover some kind of space. It's not doing much, it's not like an evasive instrument. It's not like it's trying to show itself. It's just there, covering up space. Then what next? I added more percussions. This, which are this two, yeah. This is what it sounds like. Now this is the main groove, giving it like yeah. Together, this is what it sounds like. I'm gonna play till we get into the new elements. So this is what it sounds like. So I mean, you get it. Just adds more groove, adds more energy. Now it gives you something to step to. Yeah. After that, more elements. You know, majority of my beats, and if you've been following my past tutorials, you see that I like to build on percussions. If I add this here, the next place I'm going to add something else. The next place I'm going to add something else. So it just, in the whole process of the instrumental, it's just more like you're introducing new elements, creating elements of surprises. Just add something unexpected. I don't just like to be normal with my beats. I like to introduce things. Even if it's something that'll just come once throughout the whole beat or once in some particular section. I feel like it just creates some difference in the beat. So I added this, and this one is kind of funny because this thing I played, it was just, this is what it sounds like normally, but now I played it to sound like this. Instead of, so together in the mix, so this is what it sounds like. Okay, before. But this thing is just like a build up, and I didn't introduce this to other elements that I added, which is this. Together. Yeah, so now, moving forward, initially I wanted to leave the beat that way, but I mean, there has to be something to give punch. So I brought in a log drum, just a soft log drum. This is the preset. This is what it sounds like. You can copy the presets. This is it. And this is what it sounds like. Now I added another log drum. I layered another log drum on top of it to give it like a transition to the next part of the beat, which is this. This is also from DX10. The preset name is E-Bars. This is it. This is what it sounds like. Yeah, so that's what it sounds like. Leading to another static sound, like it's more like an atmospheric bass, but it's a static sound. It's just a one note, it just goes and occupies space. Listen to it. It's just a one line thingy. This is it. This sound also, I think it came from Eat Up. Okay, Eat Up. That sounds like Chevy, Bass Chevy. So, together in the mix. So, with that, the beat breakdown is almost done. So with that, I added the log drum just to give it lift. This is nothing crazy going with this log drum. It's basically just following the notes. And this log drum came from Mellow and Sleazy. This is the preset. You can feel free to copy it. Yeah, this is what it sounds like. So now that's for part one of the beat. Now, one thing I like to do in my production process and recording process is when I start to make beats, especially when I'm with the artist, I always like for us to start the vibe. Then we go into the recording session and then I begin to add things while the artist records on it. I feel like it just creates this kind of synergy between the artist and the producer. It's something you should try. It creates some kind of synergy that can't be created elsewhere. In my own opinion, I might be wrong, but... So I made this beat. While we were vibing this beat, I felt like at this point I was okay with what I was listening to. Went into Logic, we started recording, and then I began to play stuff. This is when I infused the dubstep and the rave kind of element. The first thing I added in this beat, so I think I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit at this point because it's going to blast. Oh no, I'll just do this. So this is what the first element I added. This is what it sounded like. This is a Serum preset. Bass BA Space Monkey. Together, this is what it sounds like. Let me mute that element. You can see just unexpected, it goes back again. Added another bars. I like to layer things in my beat a lot. I layered another bars to give that bars more energy. So you see, it sounds more heavy, sounds more pronounced in the mix. Also, this bars, I noticed that when I sustain it, it creates this kind of effect that goes like this. Let me play it. It's more like dubstep stuff, but in the mix, this is what it sounds like. Just infusing dubstep into it. And then I added another atmospheric element. It's not really noticeable, but it's there. This is what it sounds like. the mix. That's that. Then I added, down to this point in the beat, if you notice, there's nothing melodic, there's no progression, there's nothing. It's just vibe. At this point, the artist was like, bro, we need something melodic. We need something to actually have progression. So I came up with these bars. Excuse me. I came up with these bars. That's what it sounds like. Then I came up with another bars to just give it, like I said, I like layering a lot. This one is just to give the instruments punch. This is what it sounds like. Together. So basically, that's just it. Together with the beat, this is what it sounds like. So that's that about that part. The next thing I added was the bars. Like I said, I like to add things that will just surprise you. This thing came only one time in the whole song. It's just the bars to give it lift. This is what it sounds like. Oh, before I get to the bars, I made an effect with his voice. Let me play the effect. Initially, this is what his voice was sounding like, but I decided to turn it into an electric guitar type. Something like that. So this is what it sounds like. That's what his voice sounds like, but with the effect I added, this is what it sounds like. This is from Guitar Rig. Just you see, it feels like he played live, like they played live guitar to it. Meanwhile, like people don't even know, like this is his voice that was just put in some kind of effect. Something you should try. So, moving to the bars that came only once in the mix. This is what it sounds like. Just came once, like after that, no other time in the mix. And then my favorite part of the things I added was this solo. I'm going to play for you. This came from Serum also, lead break. This is what it sounds like. Together in the mix. So that's Akube for you. I mean, the name of the song is Akube. So that's how I made the track with FirstKlaz. I don't want this video to be too long. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone engaging in my videos, watching, sharing, liking, subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Like, share, show love. It doesn't take you anything. It's free. And yeah, just let me know the kind of content you like me to post next on the comment section. And if you haven't seen my video tutorials, I'm going to include it somewhere around here. And yeah, peace, love, subscribe.